Hey, welcome back to Second Thessalonians Recap. This is chapter 1. And in chapter 1, Paul is addressing some challenges that the church is going through. They are being persecuted by the Jews in that area, and they may lose heart. There may be some difficulties for them to stay faithful. And Paul wants to reassure them. And the way that he reassures them in verse 4 is that he talks about, among all the other churches, their steadfastness and their faith in all of their persecutions. And he says that in verse 5 and following, that this is evidence of the righteous judgment of God. That God will reward those who are faithful to him. And at the same time, when he rewards those, he will punish the wicked. This is an interesting turn of phrase in verse 6. God will consider it just to afflict those who afflict you. And so a key teaching in Christianity is we do not take our own vengeance. The Lord does that. And even if Austin decided to take his own vengeance, it would be A, bias, and B, not fitting to the punishment. Everybody dies here. Death is not a fair punishment. The righteous and the unrighteous alike. But when Jesus is revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, then he will make a decision for those who have taken pleasure in wickedness, those who have wanted to go their own way and persecute and hurt people as we're seeing here. God will allow them eventually to go their own way fully. They did not want to be in his presence in this life, and he will allow them to not be in his presence in the next life. And that is a scary, scary thing. But when he comes in that day, we will, if we're faithful to him and obeying the gospel of our Lord Jesus, we will receive rest in this section. So it's up for you and I to think about, are we the ones who know God and obey the gospel here in verse 8? Are we the ones who don't? Is there any way we can help you with that? If you're thinking about what you need to do, how you need to live, and you've got questions, we want to point you to the truth, not to us, but to what the scriptures teach. Whatever we can do to help you, that's what we want to do. May God bless you today.